Hello and welcome to Boomer and Beyond Wellness and Have It Your Way workouts. Today we're going to do a deep dive into an exercise called the Shoulder Shrug. And the accessories we'll be using today will be a sticky yoga mat. I'll be using 2 exercise tubes because I want more resistance, and 1 pair of 20-pound weights. Now this moves us into the medical disclaimers, precautionary measures. So the yoga mat and the tubing are made from latex. So please be careful if you have a latex allergy. You do want to look for non-latex or latex-free. So in doing my research for this exercise, I could come up with one issue in particular, and it would be for some people a chronic concern. And as you know, here at Have It Your Way workouts, this is your own chronic concerns corner. So we want to take care of you. So if you have the pinched nerve or any other chronic concern, I would invite you to preview the video first before participating. Look for what you can do. That's always the attitude. Look for what you can do. And if you're not sure, then I would invite the medical healthcare practitioner who knows your body best to preview the video as well to help you make an informed decision. So the muscles involved in this exercise are the trapezius, the biceps, and you might wonder, but wait a minute, we're not doing any type of a bicep curl. The elbow's not flexing. I'll explain why in a moment. Another muscle called the serratus anterior, often referred to as the boxer's muscle, by the way, and the rhomboids, often referred to as the Christmas tree muscles. So what do they really all have in common? They're all associated with the scapulae, your shoulder blades. And so they either have an attachment there, something to do with this whole scapular area. The benefits from doing a shoulder shrug there are many, by the way. Improves your posture, increases your neck muscle stability, also the trapezius muscle stability, increases your shoulder strength, yay for that, especially for females. It increases your upper back stability, and it will decrease strain on shoulder and neck muscles, as well as decrease chronic neck pain, which is a big reason why I chose this movement, because it doesn't matter whether we're working or we're at an office job or not. Oftentimes we're on the computer or some device for a really long time, and this whole area can even get numb, really tight. So you want to be able to do this exercise to offset some of that. So the activities of daily living, those ADLs that are involved, would be lifting, bending, sitting, reaching, and just in general, benefiting from strong trapezius muscles. Gentle reminders. Feel free to stop and rest whenever you need to when you're working out on your own. This is not a full workout at all, folks. But when you're working out on your own, feel free to stop and rest. However, you're not invited to quit. You take a few moments, breathe a little bit, and then come back in. And I say this all the time, even if it's just 1 more repetition, you will get stronger this way. Also, gentle reminder to stay hydrated when you're training. And but if you have kidney or bladder issues and you've been advised not to drink the water, you follow that protocol. Then on the community tab on the channel, we have a rating of perceived exertion chart, RPE for short, and this is basically a subjective 0 through 10 scale, where for the demographic of this channel, it is suggested that we work out at an RPE between 3 and 6. Also, I've provided an article there from webmd.com, and the title of it is How to Do Shoulder Shrugs, and there's also a really nice reference image. Now, how we're going to handle today will be with 1 set, and a set is a group of repetitions. Typically, I'll advise you to do between 8 to 15 repetitions on your own, but we're going to do 1 set of 15. We're going to break it down 3 ways. The first way is without any of the accessories. This is to help those with chronic concerns, to help those who might be new to strength training or new to exercise. And so we'll be doing that 5 repetitions without additional resistance. This means you apply your sense of your own, because otherwise, what is that, right? That's nothing. So we want to be able to be intentional in our movements. The second round of 5 will be with the exercise tubing, and then the last round of 5, I'll be working with the weights. So let's begin the work here, but we're going to begin first by reviewing an athletic ready stance. That's an exercise posture, so to speak. So I'm going to stand here, lining up the toes in the same line as each other, lining up with the ankles to the knees to the inside of the high pelvic bone. Now you don't want to turn the hands in, but you don't want to bring the hands to the outside, to the inside of the pelvic bone, and that's hips width apart. And I'm going to turn to the side here because I want you to see something. It's called an anterior pelvic tilt. So what happens sometimes is some people stand in this position, or it's almost like when you're getting ready to twerk, right? And what we want to stand in is a slight posterior pelvic tilt. It's also known as a pelvic tuck, but you don't want to keep going where you're going into a standing abdominal crunch where you're flexing the spine. So that's an athletic ready stance. So that's where we're going to begin the work. And now, what I'm going to do here is lift the shoulders up, back, and down. I have to pay careful attention to this arm. You see it as my left. It's my real right arm because I have a winged scapula and the arm will drop down. So I got to place it back in and basically plugging the arms into the shoulder socket, puff up the chest, roll the shoulders back and down. And here we go. We're going to lift up, inhale, and exhale, deep press. Or exhale on the lift, inhale as you lower. I prefer that. So exhale to lift, exhale on the effort, inhale as you lower. Breath is in and out through the nose. And right here, you're going to pause at the peak of the contraction, but I'm controlling it down. I'm not just dropping down, right? So that's why I'm depressing the shoulder girdle with intent. Now, moving on to the tubing. When you stand on tubing, folks, you want to make sure it's underneath the arches of your shoes. Now, the wider you stand, the more resistance. I'm standing a little bit wider. Plugging the arms into their sockets, and here we go. Up and down. Up and down. Belly button is in. Knees are soft. Athletic ready stance. Last one. Lift, hold, and carefully lower. Now watch it when you release any kind of band or tubing because it can really snap away from you. And let's take those weights. I know I have 2 different weights, but they are both 20 pounds. My bad when I bought them. Okay, puff up the chest, shoulders back and down, plug the arms in their sockets, belly button is in. Here we go. And lift and depress the shoulders. 2 more. Last one. So, another thing I want to tell you about that's on the channel would be a warm-up and cool-down video. So it is advised for those of us who are 55 years and above to warm up for a full 10 minutes prior to any workout. You also want to do a proper cool down. So you can go to that video and just kind of interchange them. You can work that way as well. So that's what we have for you here today, folks, at Boomer and Beyond Wellness and Have It Your Way workouts. So if you find value in the content, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. Right now we're at 390 subscribers. I'm shooting for 400. Want to get there, and I need your help to do so. So please feel free to share the videos, particularly with people who might have chronic concerns and might be a bit timid about strength training in particular, because perhaps in the past they might have gotten injured. Here is a safe place for them, and I'd like to call it the Chronic Concerns Corner. It's dedicated to them. And also, if you might leave a kind comment, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for the reminders. And if you are interested in working with me privately as a senior fitness consultant, I do personal training, 60-minute sessions online, remotely, and also 10-minute sessions with the Have It Your Way workouts. Again, doing the deep dive, one person, one exercise. And also, I am certified as a Hatha yoga instructor. I work virtually with that as well. And the opposite end of the spectrum, which is with prenatal yoga. And if you're in the Fort Lauderdale area, well, look me up by way of the contact form on my website, boomerandbeyondwellness.com. And I'm a licensed massage therapist in the state of Florida. So I really love to do deep tissue massage and Swedish. I'm also, I specialize in geriatric massage, and I do palliative care massage as well. So until next time, eat your greens, eat your beans, drink your water, and be well. Thanks so much.